Hello, y'all. It is time to cook up some dinner. I am going to make a mushroom burrito type wrap thing. I got the idea from work. We are going to start off with the Premier olive oil gift. And if you guys did not get a gift in your Premier orders, I apologize because this olive oil is really tasty. I'm just going to mix it around in the pan. Stainless steel is very finicky. And you just have to have the right temperature, all the things. Well, at least for me, I do. I haven't really learned how to cook with them real great. All right, so I've chopped up some bell peppers and some red onions. I'm just going to mix that in there. I actually chopped those up yesterday because I made macaroni salad for a cookout. And I think the macaroni salad came out deliciously fantastic. And I'm just going to mix this around. Going to add a little bit of adobo seasoning. This actually was a little bit different from the wrap that I got at work. At work, we had a convention or a symposium, and I had a portobello wrap. It was so delicious, y'all. So incredibly delicious. And I tried to pay attention to the ingredients in it. And I know it had the onions and the bell peppers in it. And of course, it had the mushrooms. I got a kind of a big container of mushrooms from Sam's. They did not have portobello mushrooms, but I did the best that I could and got the biggest mushrooms I could find. But in this wrap, oh my gosh, y'all, it was delicious. And apparently, the Meadowview Convention Center in Kingsport does catering. It was so good. So I just tried to pull it around the ingredients that I could tell were in it, and I was honestly just hoping for the best with this. I do like to have my mushrooms seasoned really good, so I put more adobo on it. And y'all know I have to top it off with buttery steakhouse from Kinder's. That is the absolute best seasoning in the entire world. If you have not tried it, I want to encourage you to really try it, because you can literally put this on anything and it'll make it taste good. So I've got all of the vegetables cooked up. I'm just going to lightly crisp a tortilla, very lightly. And I didn't want to use the olive oil because I wanted it to have a little bit of a buttery taste. So I just have not everything. It's, I can't believe this isn't butter. Something like that. I just use that spray. I like the taste of it, and it's super convenient. While that's kind of cooking up, I'm just going to cut me up a fresh tomato. I do just love to eat these just with salt and pepper. I could eat them plain. Well, I do eat them plain, but I could just eat these all the time. I do love them, but I don't like tomatoes really on my cheeseburgers and stuff. I'm not much of that, which is weird, I know, but it is how it is. But that's kind of the consistency. I still wanted to be able to fold it, move it, but I wanted a little bit of a crunchy, crispy, buttery taste. So now I'm going to go in with the Aldi roasted garlic hummus. I do not like hummus, y'all, or I used to not, until I tried the Aldi brand, and it is divine. Now, in this portobello wrap, it did have hummus. It had some type of an avocado aioli, but I don't know how to make that yet, so I just got the Southwest avocado dip from Aldi, or guacamole. That has a little bit more of a Southwest kick. The wrap that I ate at Meadowview did not have like a Southwest thing. So this is where it goes a little bit different, because then I was like, well, if I'm going to make it more Southwest, then I'm going to make it more like a burrito. So that's what I did. Now, look how delicious that looks, y'all. Don't that look so good? So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on there. And I'm going to put a little bit of cheese. Look how pretty that is. I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on, and this is Mexican style cheese from the Food City. Just put a little bit of that on there. And I'm going to grab me a little bit of lettuce. Put some lettuce. Now, the wrap at Meadowview did not have cheese or lettuce, I don't believe. Well, maybe it had some cheese, maybe some provolone. Don't judge me about this, guys. This is just regular canned tomato sauce. This is something my mama put on our tacos as a kid. I loved it then. I love it now. And that is the finished product, y'all. I was incredibly pleased. So now we're going to give this a try. And let me tell y'all, this was so good. I legit had a moment. Had to thank the Lord. It was so good. No meat. I'm still struggling with the meat. But yeah, this was my supper, and I was very pleased with it. So all I'm going to do now is take the rest of the vegetables. I did wash my pan, y'all. I washed it. Putting a little bit more olive oil on there. Going to put the rest of the vegetables back in the pan after I spread around that greasy goodness. Vegetables going in. If you hear clicking in the background, that would be my little puppy dog. She's chewing on a toy. Alright, I'm going to crack an egg. I do like to check my eggs before I use them for blood spots, because I don't like to cook with them if they've got blood spots in them. But I appreciate my little hens. They're slowing up because they're getting older. But I appreciate the food that they provide me. The rest of the tomatoes that I cut up earlier, I'm just going to throw right in this concoction. This is going to be for a breakfast burrito in the morning. I'm going to try and get up early, do my Bible study, do my workout before I go to work. Just going to scramble this egg up a little bit. So if I can at least get something done tonight to make that process a little bit easier in the morning, that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to cook this up, wrap it up, and put it in the fridge. So now that dinner is made and my breakfast is halfway prepped, I want to show y'all what I've been working on. I hope everybody's had a fantastic weekend. Mine has been super, super incredibly busy. Went to a cookout, had a great time there. Went to a revival after, had a fantastic time there. I'm so glad that I have friends and family in my life that I do. It was great. It was wonderful. Yeah, so telling you, I don't know where I'd be without God in my life. I can't imagine not having something that I can go to that literally takes my burdens from me. Everything else seems so hopeless, and it works for me, so Jesus all the way. But let me share with you what I've been working on. Okay, so y'all know this has been the bane of my existence, okay? This is that hobby, whatever it's called. I paid like $14.99 a cake, and I got 2 cakes of this and 2 cakes of another color. And so y'all know that it frustrates me because it is incredibly splitty. You see how it's just so splitty? So I've sat with it for several months thinking, what am I gonna do with that. I just don't have any clue. Every time I try to crochet with it, it's just a nightmare. Well, your girls had a breakthrough. All right, so this is what I've made so far. I've made 2 of these. I just got to thinking, instead of doing something like a fancy crochet type, like a double, I call that fancy, but where you kind of have to keep going in and out, why don't you, Stephanie, just try something with less movement? So I did. So I started out with a single crochet, and I was like, oh, this is gonna work. Then I ended up with a half double. So this is my vision. All right. Tank top, like a baby doll type. I'm going to do just like, let me lower this a little. Okay, like start it right here. I could actually probably use both of these pieces to start that, and maybe do the things in a different color. I don't know, but I was just thinking, because it's kind of roughly like this, I was just thinking, how cute would that be to have a little baby doll? And because it's like variegated, I think that's what they call it. I don't know. It'll kind of ombre down into the brighter colors. That's what I'm going to try. If I like it, then I'll make another one and sell it. But that is the vision for right now. Now, I was watching another channel. I think it was Hooks and Steeps, or Steeps and Hooks. Something about tea and crocheting. I love her. I just can't remember her channel name, but she told us that Premier Yarns is going to have a sale, another big sale, July 7th. So your girl, I'm gonna be waiting for that. I'm actually going to be doing some cash savings challenges to see how much I can save to purchase. Whatever I save, that is what I will use to purchase my wants. But what I'm going to start on next, let me show you. All right. Okay, all of these fall will be here soon. And I was wondering what I was going to do, especially with these. You girls got a plan. So I'm gonna make some stuff up, and I'm gonna sell them also. I'm so excited, y'all. What I am gonna do though fairly quickly, I might get on tonight and see. I do need some more Christmas colors. So I am going to get right on. Hello, Shady Lou. She wants to say hi. I'm gonna get right on ordering that, because I'm thinking it was Matt from the Gilded Loop, whom I adore. I'm thinking that he said that like Christmas yarn closer to the season is hard to come by. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of that for sure. I'm gonna be working on some stuff. There is a crafters fair closer to Christmas, and I don't know, I'm gonna work on some stuff because I'd really like to join that. Yeah, I'm still a crotastrophe, but I'm getting better. And so yeah, so that is my plans. So I'm gonna get to hopefully finishing this up, and I'm just glad that I figured something out, like a stitch that I can tolerate. I think I'm gonna do the body in just a tight half double crochet, or I might try something. I don't know. I might try something granny stitch wise with a single crochet. I might do both and have it like the top piece, the tight, and then flow out. I don't know. We'll see. All right, y'all. That is it for this video. Y'all know I love you. But y'all also know that Jesus loves y'all more.